Hello everyone, that's Natalie, and today I decided I want to make this video because I cannot keep calm for more than 1.5 years already, so I want to explain you the fucked up situation that happened to me in 2024, and it's still going on, I would say. So this will be the story about my failed surgeries and surgical negligence in Ukraine. Yoo-hoo! UP! Wow! So from what should I start? That was probably 2023. I decided I want to make my boobs look a little bit bigger, like, man, I wanted them to be more lifted and to look it more sexy, I would say. So that's because, time flies. I changed a lot, by the way. From my pictures, like from 2015, 2016, I looked really very, very young, not on my age, I would say. And I looked really, really young and skinny because, I have such body building and I have such genetics that I was looking as a teenager when I was 21, 22. So by the age of 25, my natural breast became bigger, and when I was 27 or 27, 28, I got insulin resistance. I had insulin resistance, which is pre-diabetic condition. So I gained around 10 kilos, and when I was losing it with Ozempic, by the way, by prescription and the endocrinologist prescription, I lost 10 kilos in 2 months, and my boobs, which were by that time like probably third size, like 75C, real ones, I lost them. I lost some weight in my boobs and they start a little bit to sag. So in 2023 I was like, oh no, I cannot look at my boobs anymore. And I was like, I started to search for some surgeons, and of course in Ukraine, I don't know why, but it was a huge mistake. I cannot say that all the surgeons in Ukraine are bad, but you will see what I mean. So the main point, the surgeon, which is the same age like me, cannot be professional because for sure he doesn't have that experience. Okay, so it was first fail in my life about this. So in 2024, like at the beginning of 2024, I felt a little bit like bloating, and my skin was not perfect because I didn't exercise. I had very bad breakup, by the way. I was in relationships for 7 years. So yeah, I had this painful breakup, and maybe because of having high cortisol, and also before because of having insulin resistance, I gained a little bit of weight. I cannot say that it was a lot, okay, but let me explain. By the age of 21, 22, with my height, with my height, 170 centimeters, so I'm not like short a woman, I'm quite tall, okay. I was like 43, 45, maximum 48 kilos. By the age of 25, I was around 52, 54 kilos. By the age of 27, 28, I was around 60 kilos. That's where I had the biggest boobs, okay, 75 C. And then by the age of 29, I think I had like also 60, 58. Yeah. Oh, in 2023 I was 53. So I lost because of Ozempic and I was 53. Currently I have 53 also kilos. What I was talking about, oh my god. In 2024 I found the surgeon. But the stupidest thing to find the surgeon on Instagram. Okay, not Instagram, probably TikTok, and then I went to Instagram and I was like, wow, what are nice pictures. He's so professional. But as a fact, all these pictures and videos were photoshopped. The first signal about scam, okay? Scam. So, but it didn't stop me. And I wrote to the surgeon and I said, I want to make boobs and I want to make like liposuction of my belly. That's what I wrote. And but I said that I don't have. I asked him about the price. He told me the price, but I said him I need to save some money before making the surgery because I don't have enough for everything to do. So I had only for boob job, but I didn't have for liposuction. And he said, oh, you have so many followers on your Instagram, let's make a collaboration. Woo, 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 woo. La 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 la, that's the stupidest thing I ever did in my life. Oh, okay. I said, oh wow, okay, why not? And he said, like, okay, you pay full amount for boob job, but you don't pay for belly. And with this collaboration, which by the way was not documented and signed and anything, it was like only on words, I had to post a video, just a video, and tag the surgeon. So what I did, I hired the videographer and I made all the analysis or all the testings before the surgery, and on the day X I came to the clinic, medical center, and there was type of consultation, I would say. But before this consultation, I signed the documents that I give the permission. I give the permission to provide mammoplastic only. Mammoplasty, it's called, yeah, breast surgery only. That's the main point. And I pay, I don't know, in Ukraine this normal price is like 5,000 euro. It's normal price in Ukraine with everything. So that's only this was documented, just in case. So this day had to be the surgery also. So before the surgery there was a consultation type of, and of course my videographer was filming all of it. So first of all, I was so stressed, like stressed as hell, because you know I'm standing there like feeling naked. I mean, I'm not stressed feeling naked when I'm naked, but I was so stressed because oh no, there will be injections, there will be cutting my body. Ooh, I'm so stressed. So the consultation before the surgery starts like, oh, we're gonna make you perfect, we're gonna make you amazing. And the surgeon says, by the way, he was with his wife, which is cosmetologist but some gossips say that she has no medical experience and medical diplomas at all. Yeah. So the consultation starts like, he says, we will make you beautiful and amazing. Let's do, you know what? Let's do liposuction of the belly. And you know, we will have so much of fat. Let's put it somewhere. And I was like, yeah. He said, like, yeah, we will have so much fat left. Why not put it in your butt? By the way, you have so ugly knees. Let's remove fat from your knees. And yeah, you have here fat on your chin. Let's remove it there also. And then, oh, in between your legs, in your tights, yeah, let's remove it also. And on the back, yeah, you have fat back. We'll be removing fat there too. So before, I didn't discuss any of these surgeries. The main thing, I came for mammoplasty, like breast implants, and liposuction of the belly only. But just right before the surgery, he said, let's do this, and this. And I was like, okay. So I even didn't know he will charge me or not, or I even didn't discuss it. And it's not the problem in paying money, okay? So about the implants, when it comes to implants, he shows me Motiva ergonomics implants, and he says, like, he shows me just for the video, I need to try them, you know, like showing them to my boobs, how they will look. Just for you to know, my boobs are natural 75B, is the second size. So they are natural, like my 75B. And he says, I will choose the size by myself when you are laying on the table, surgery table. I will choose it by myself, how it looks better to you. I will choose from 350 milliliters up to 450 milliliters. Just for you to know, that's already a lot. Even from 300, that's already a lot on my own boobs, because when you add another 300, so it will be like, okay, you put 200, it will be twice bigger. You put 300, it will be more bigger. And you put 400, it will be like really huge, like we believe 4 size or 5 size, like D or E. So I didn't think of it, and it was my mistake, because I trusted him. I thought he's professional. And okay, it comes to the surgery. First of all, this complex, it was a complex surgery, like huge one, like chin, breast, belly, back, butt, tights, and knees. It was only 5 hours. How it possible, the surgery that has so much things altogether takes only 5 hours. Usually only mammoplastic takes 5 hours, okay? From 2 to 5. But okay. So the surgery ends, and now we got in a huge pain. Like I thought it's normal. Huge pain. So I have a pain here on the left side of my breast, and I thought first it was like neuralgia. How you call it? Let me. Neuralgia, like neuralgia, yeah. I thought it's like intercostal neuralgia. That's why it hurts me that bad from this side. But later I realized it was the cut muscle, like really cut, that I couldn't even do some sports at all. So he puts me, let me show you. The size I didn't choose. He puts me 400 milliliters Motiva ergonomics. It's ergonomic implant. See? On my size 2. So it becomes From 75B it becomes 75E, DE. My belly hurt so bad I couldn't stand up by myself. I couldn't sit in taxi by myself. I couldn't get out from the taxi by myself. So my mom helped me. I was like in the pain for 10 days probably at home, lying at home. And my mom was looking after me and helping me. I love my mom so much that she helped me a lot. My belly was burning from inside, and I will explain you later why it was burning. But I thought that's fine. No, it was not fine. The belly doesn't have to hurt like it's burned after liposuction. Okay, so maybe maybe for 2 months I thought that it's fine, that I have this pain, chest pain, and I was like wearing corset all the time, and a corset on my belly. For 2 months I thought that's fine, that I have this pain. Of course, the surgeon told me this. He said I can go exercise only after 2 months, but I went to exercise after 3 months as a fact. And I started to notice that I have very strange bumps on my belly with different light. I mean, it looked still strange. I mean, I had like 2 sausages here on my belly. Real 2 sausages, that's what I can say. And from the other sides of my belly, I had like no fat at all. You know, it was like no fat and bumpy, like this wavy. And I thought it's fine because he said it's not bloating, but I have swelling, yeah, body swelling, edema, they say, yes, swelling, and that I have like edema after surgery, and I thought it's fine. And moreover, I read that it's fine up to 6 months, and I have to check the result after 6-9 months. But after 6 months I started to notice another thing with my boobs. First of all, at the first months I told the surgeon that I have very strange stretch mark between my boobs, very strange stretch mark, and later my skin was not sticking to the chest here. It was not sticking, it was like coming off, like not coming off but not sticking. It was like very strange, and the surgeon told me it's fine. And as I said, after 6 months there was such a thing that my implants, they didn't move down as it was said by the surgeon. He said like they will move down and it will be fine, they will be looking better, but they didn't move down, they moved all in one, all together. I mean, from 2 boobs it became one mono boob, and I was like, it's not fine. I was crying and saying to the surgeon, it hurt so much. I have like mess with my boobs. I had like all the time the huge swelling of my breasts. I had my body, like my belly huge as I'm on the 9 months of pregnancy, and I couldn't understand what's going on. Later I realized that I have a huge problem with lymphatic system because of tons of surgeries at one time. It's not okay to make this, okay? To make so much surgeries at one time. I told about this situation to the surgeon, and he told me to come to Lviv and he will redo the surgery. Just for you to know, the first time they didn't give me any documents at the surgery, after surgery, and the second time he redid the surgery. What he did, it was the complication called symmastia, that the boobs, like implants, moved into the one. So he redid the surgery in Lviv. It was October. Okay, first surgery was April, second surgery was in October, and I truly believe that it's fine, that he did everything great and everything is fine. But it was not, because the muscles were still cut, and because he put the implants a bit differently, they started to suck even faster. So there was no monoboob anymore, but there was still this chronic pain. When I told the surgeon also about my bumps on the belly, he said that it's my mistake, that I have bumps on my belly, because I wasn't doing what he said. Like, I didn't follow the recommendations. I even don't know how I didn't follow the recommendations, but he started to tell me that I'm like bad words. Okay, that was not professional, and I don't want to say this, but when I was crying and telling him that it was almost a year past after the first surgery and my belly looks terrible, we had a huge conflict. Okay, a huge conflict, because I was so emotional, because I lost almost a year of my life for surgeries. I was always in a chronic pain. I didn't earn money, I didn't work, and yeah, I was traumatized because the surgeries he did were terribly done, and I couldn't take this fact that from my side I did all the best to recommend the surgeon, but from his side he ruined my body. By the way, I didn't tell, I paid for everything, like for everything except belly. I didn't pay for belly, and for my back, that he made liposuction. That's the other thing. So I think in March 2025, April 2025, when I started to talk about this situation on my Instagram, that I have very ugly belly, that I have very ugly boobs, that I have chronic pain and I feel not comfortable, that my back also started to feel round like this. I cannot have this heavy weight on my chest. I started to talk about the bumps after liposuction, that my skin has fibrosis and have this chronic pain. The surgeon reacts very interesting on Instagram also, and his wife calling me a prostitute and a slut, and the surgeon starts to sending my nudes all over the internet. Very professional, I mean very professional. I was so shocked. His wife says I didn't pay anything to them and it was everything for free, and that I'm a person that wants money from them, and that I need only money, blah blah blah, and that I'm a scammer. That's what they call me. They take my pictures from my Instagram and they say I'm a scammer. Then his wife says I'm fat and that I'm alcoholic, and what else she said? I'm a narco. So they started to bully me and telling me that I'm so bad. As I reacted on this, like, wow. So if I'm having OnlyFans, or if I'm having like nude pictures on the internet, I don't deserve adequate or normal medical treatment, and it looks like this. So we had this conflict for, we still have this conflict like for very long, it's more than a year already. And the surgeon, so he claimed a lawsuit against me because I told about my story on Instagram. First thing, I didn't sign any documents. I will not tell if something goes wrong. Second thing, he did more than we discussed. Third thing, he chose the implants by himself. I mean, it's a mistake, huge mistake. And the other thing, that I didn't receive any documents. I made these surgeries. So I have the document only. I received the mammoplastic breast implants, which, by the way, as you see, I took out. I took them out because I didn't want to make the breast lift. Because if I would go with breast implants like for more than 2 years, I would have to do breast lift. I think I still have to do it, but I'm not planning because I have another problems right now with my breast, and the problems are when the surgeon stitched my symmastia. He stitched it so bad I have chronic pain in here. I don't know what is that, and when I touch it, it hurts. It hurts so much, and when I use my muscles, here breast muscles, it hurts. So I still cannot work out even normally. And the other surgeon told me that if I want to remove this complication, I will not be able to exercise for 1.5 years. So still like yeah, in 2025 I went through another 3 surgeries. One to remove the implants, second one to I made the belly lipo filling. So the other surgeon was taking fat from my knees and from my legs, from the inner side of the knees. He was taking a little bit of fat and putting it fat back to my belly, but I cannot say that it worked as good as I wanted. So I still need to make like 2 or 3 revision surgeries. I need to do it again. It's like reconstructive surgeries. I'm still more happy with my belly now, but I didn't know that if the belly during this liposuction gets burned with this laser machine, liposuction machine, if it gets burned, the fibrosis doesn't appear like first months. It appears within time. And in my case, I got this fibrosis like in already 4, 5, 6 months, and it became even more visible when I don't know, after 9 months. It looked really very terrible. So currently I cannot claim the lawsuit against the surgeon because it feels like I had the surgery somewhere in illegal medical center in Mexico, It feels like that, but as a fact it was in Ukraine. And I don't have any documentations except I did breast job. That's it. That's what I mean. And yeah, I don't know. My mental health currently is ruined. I feel so terrible. But still, I feel not weak. I feel that I came through hard times. I didn't work much. I didn't make content much. I spent, I think, over 22,000 euro already. Even more, frankly speaking. I just telling the minimal sums of money I spent just to redo what he did. And yeah, that's what I wanted to explain to my followers, because currently, when I say about my problems that I have these big surgery issues, some people write to me, oh, you having OnlyFans? That's why he did it to you. Well, it's a pity that he didn't kill you on the surgery table. That's what they write to me because I'm having OnlyFans. So I have a question. If a human has OnlyFans or has erotic videos on internet, so the human becomes less human. I mean, I'm not a person, I'm not a human anymore. I'm somewhere lower from other people. I don't have the same rights. I don't have rights for normal medicine. That's the question. And yeah, everything I told about my surgeries, you can see on my Instagram. I will put it under this video. I posted everything how it looked, and yeah, I'm still shocked I had this experience, that they chose wrong surgeon. But I'm not the only one who has the body ruined, and after the surgeon, I mean. And also, I wanted to say that I didn't go to make the surgery to get my body deformed. I went to make the surgery to make my body more beautiful as I wanted. Because I didn't feel pretty at that period of time. Because when time passes, you feel like I was feeling older, and reading comments like, you don't look like that anymore, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, I want to make myself beautiful. I wanted to make myself insta beautiful. I wanted to be perfect. But instead of that, I looked like a freak. I looked like Frankenstein, like real life Frankenstein, with the huge boobs that looked terribly, the size I didn't choose. And I truly believe that they will be smaller, that they will be looking more natural. No, he chose wrong implants. He put them wrong. He did everything. I mean, terribly. Not like everything. I'm happy with my back, and I'm happy with my butt, and I'm happy with my knees and with my chin. You see? But I'm not happy what he did to my breast and to my belly. The belly is really the terrible ones, unfortunately. So yeah. And as I said, I didn't want my body to be deformed. I want to make my body better. But you see how it turned out. Well, I hope you will get a lesson from this video. I explained the way I feel. I want to explain it because I don't want the rumors be on internet like blah blah blah, overthinking. And so yeah, I have such a problem right now, but I'm really feeling better than I felt in 2025. Currently I'm much better, and I hope I will redo this surgeon's mistakes, and I truly believe that he will get his karma. Okay, if you believe in karma, personally I do, and I don't think that it's a karma to me because of nudes that I received this terrible result. By the way, his wife told that nobody gonna love you with such ruined body. That's what she said. And moreover, they were so funny, sending me funeral wreaths to my house. Can you imagine that? It was saying, so that's because I had to translate it, because I didn't know how to say. They sent me funeral wreaths to my home through anonymous courier, and the ribbon on it said, "To beloved Natasha from her best friends." That, can you imagine? I wrote to police. I mean, I went to police, but it didn't work. It's Ukraine. Yeah. So yeah, if you watch this video, put some likes, and I will be happy if you share this story. Maybe it was a bit difficult to listen to me because I'm not a native speaker. I mean, not a native speaker. I don't know English that well, but I hope you now have a little bit of understanding what I was going through this, last 2 years. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.